Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, and Wednesday is, I've got that heavenly glow. Here, let me see if that helps it out. Okay, great. I am not pulling the shades so that to get better lighting for this video because we've had so many rainy days lately. I'm just not doing it. I can't. I need sunshine. I'm that kind of a person. I need it light. I need it bright. So today is Wednesday, and today I'm reminding you to send love out into the world however it works for you. I started off by sending everyone in the house out with a lunchbox or a snack box, and each of them had a note in it, and it doesn't have to be War and Peace. It could just be OXOX. It could just be a heart. I've sent notes that just had a heart on it, and they kind of fill in the blanks. So sometimes that's nice. That's nice for them to get. And yes, even my high schooler, I send him a note in his lunchbox. And does his friends think that he's weird? No. His friends know I'm a little, off. And I think that they kind of accept that. So that's how we roll. Not all of the kids enjoy getting the love notes. And if I know that they don't, then one lunchbox I had to make a secret pouch. And then the other lunchbox has kind of a pouch that not everyone can see when they open the lunchbox. So that works out well. And part of me, when you live this life with other people, it's really easy for me, and I'm sure it's easy for many of you, to set aside what our hopes and dreams are, or part of us, or what makes us us. Like writing love notes and writing letters and just expressing ourselves in words. So that's my thing, right? That's not everyone's thing, but that's my thing. And for a while, last year, I didn't do it because one kid was so annoyed and embarrassed and all of this other stuff. So we had to sit down, and I said, this is who I am. This is how I express my love to you. And that really made a big difference in how she perceived me expressing myself in this way. So it's important to use your words from Friday so you know exactly what your intention is from Monday, and know who you are and what you're trying to do. That would be Tuesday. And all this is wrapped up in Wednesday, in this Wednesday lesson. So when I really say that these simple things all overlap, they really do. And being true to yourself does not mean imposing yourself on others. So if I had a conversation with her about these love letters and she said that she didn't want them in her lunchbox, I would say, fine, I won't send them in your lunchbox, but I would put a sticky note on her desk every day. I would find some way of being true to myself and being true to her. And I think that is that is really, really hard to figure out and to do, and it takes a lot of thought and trial and error, and it takes you stepping outside of my way or the highway, which is what I think a lot of people do, and really listening and engaging and creating creating a space around something as simple as sending a love note, but creating space around that event and honoring it and figuring out the best way to do it. So when I do this with 4 kids, that takes a lot of mental energy to negotiate and find the right words and all of this stuff. It does get easier the more you do it. And I will also say that once you've got it down for one thing, that gives you a base to work through other things. With kids, with coworkers, with spouses, with partners, with friends. And once you have that base, it then makes everything else easier. But getting that set up and figuring it out, especially, when menopause is a issue, when menopause, puberty, when all of these things are swirling about in a house, it makes it difficult. So if you're a mom in your 30s and you have a toddler, then you won't know what I'm talking about. You may never know what I'm talking about, because by the time you hit your time in life where you're really introspective and not to say you can't be introspective at 30, you can, but menopause is a different kind of introspection, and so is menopause. So you will become a different person and your spouse will become a different person. And if you don't have this foundation of understanding and using your words and knowing what your truth is and being practicing compassion, practicing curiosity, if you don't have that foundation, then your marriage is going to go to shit. Your relationship with your kids are going to go to shit. Everything is going to be harder. So it's really important. It's really important for us to clean up our own houses and get, rather than looking outside for external answers. That's not where they lie. They lie right where you are. You have your own answers. You cannot rely on anyone else to give you your answers. So that's Wednesday. We got a little sidetracked from sending out a love note, but it's working through all of these things and working together through all of these things really creates a connection and a deep relationship. And that's what we want. That's what we crave. We crave to be understood. We crave to be heard. We want to love. We want, we all want the same things. It's just what we want and what the other person wants kind of has to match up. And when the matching game doesn't happen, then, someone doesn't feel loved, someone doesn't feel heard, someone doesn't feel honored. And I think that is what we really need to focus on. As personal individuals. So take one person, don't start with 1 million, one person. If you can't do a person, try your dog, try your cat. Buy a plant. Start someplace. Okay, that's it. I will see you tomorrow, and have a super, super day.